Now we have a very interesting event. It deals with the near-term future of the European air traffic. That is something which should be interesting to a lot of us. Miguel Pérez has done a survey on the outlooks of the industry. Miguel is brand manager in Visit Valencia, and he leads the marketing and brand team. Not only that, in order to improve the air connectivity of Valencia, Visit Valencia founded FLY Valencia, where they work on improving the connections, the air connections to Valencia, and that is in that connection Miguel has done this survey, which we're very interested to hear more about.
Hello, greetings from Valencia in Spain on the Mediterranean Sea. It is a pleasure to share this report and this view on the future of European aviation with all the audience from BUZZ.travel. Thanks a lot for your interest on this report. A couple of months ago, I remember, this COVID issue started in Spain in March. Exactly, we started in this state in middle March. That's when we have the Fallas Festival in Valencia, which is the most important festival in our city. And during the first weeks, we were a little bit like adapting to the new situation, of course, keeping home. No? And then after a few weeks, we were like talking all to each other, everybody in the branch, hotel managers, airlines, airports, what's going on, what will happen, how are the airlines going to start again the routes, the traffic, the connectivity. And we all were like looking at the glass ball, no? And trying to see the future. No? And even in the morning, you could see something, and in the evening, you will see a completely different thing. So at that moment, I decided, well, instead of asking one person, another person, I'm going to try to ask, and as I asked over 600 people from my contacts in LinkedIn, from airlines, from network department, from sales departments, from the airports. I had no idea if this was going to work, because it was at the end difficult questions, but I was happily surprised that very fast many people was answering the survey, and quite fast I had over 100 answers. And with over 100 answers, the survey was really not changing the results. They were quite accurate at that moment, and I decided that was the moment to do the report that I would like to share with you. You can see on the screen one of the things that we were asking. Imagine that this was done 2 months ago, no? And it was about European aviation, so not about Valencia or a concrete destination. And 75% consider that between June and July, the traffic between Europe would start. And this was quite right, because we've seen that from middle June, there were some flights earlier, but massively from middle June, and now from July, we are getting most of the routes reopened. Then we were asking about how many flights will be reestablished, no? And let's say between 50 and 75, which is the green portion, we're considering that they will operate like half of their capacity. and this is what is happening. So we see that, for example, in the case of Valencia and in many European destinations, we are recovering like around 85% of the routes in July, 40% maximum, depending on the routes. And in August it will be growing, and in September we will see. Then we were asking also about long-haul traffic. This was a much more difficult question. You can see that for European traffic, and like 60% was thinking the same, and this is what finally has happened. In long-haul traffic, well, we know now that European Union has is going to say okay to some countries to get some traffic, but they are saying no to other traffic. So at the end is what we see here as well. So July, August, September, there is much more it's much more uncertain, no? What will happen. Then we were asking about the number of routes that they will operate in summer season, and again we see that a big percentage thought that they will operate less amount of routes, and this is what we are also seeing now, that an airline which is flying 100 destinations now, they are flying 75 destinations or 70 destinations. They are starting by the safest ones, the ones where they think they have more traffic or more bookings, and some of the new planned routes are staying out. This is something from the future, no? Because we are already in summer, and we are already seeing what is happening in July, and we are already seeing what is happening in August, because some of the airlines are already adapting their flight schedules, and we see that for winter, airlines are also expecting some reductions. This was answered 2 months ago, but I think the answers are quite realistic to what will probably happen. 61% think that the flight schedules and air capacity will be reduced between 20 and 40%. There is even people who think it will be very tough, or there was people 2 months ago that were thinking that the recession will be very tough and the reductions will be over 40%. At the end, we don't know what is going to happen. This situation, I talk daily again to hotel managers, hotel sales directors, airline network planners, airline sales people, and people from other tourism destinations, and one phone call is very positive, very optimistic, because bookings are going on and things are going well, and then another call is not so good, because now bookings are being stopped. So it changed, but there is a trend that we can see here, and this is quite positive, and it's that the flight searches are growing and growing. This is not about Europe. This is from Valencia, from European countries, no? And we can see how it grows from very low in the end of May to now almost 3 or 4 times the amount of searches that we had only 1 month ago. So this is really optimistic. In fact, we are already seeing in Valencia tourists. Last week I had a very nice phone call from one of the restaurants of a 2 Michelin star chef here in Valencia, and one of the people working there was telling me, Miguel, we wanted to call you because yesterday we had the first table again from international tourists. This was last week. It was people coming from Netherlands, and they told us that the plane was full of people wanting to travel again, to enjoy life, to activate the travel mood on, the aviation mood on. On the survey, we were also asking about prices. Here, most people from the airlines and airport answer that prices will not change. Some people were thinking they will be reduced. Some people will be raised. If we check in the last months, at the beginning there were a lot of sales trying to incentivize the demand, and now it depends on which route you look at and which date the prices will be high or low. You never know. I think this is exactly the same as it was before COVID, that you could get very cheap flights or not that cheap flights depending on the moment you were booking. One of the conclusions that I would like to share, which is something that one of the people answering the survey was saying, and is something that I completely believe, and is completely on our Valencia ADN, is that we need to work all together in a virtuous ecosystem in order to rebuild the trust with all clients. This means we need to try to be positive. The situation is tough. We cannot lie. That's the situation. But we need to be positive. I mean, our 5-star hotel next to the beach, 1 month ago it was completely empty, and next Saturday we'll probably have 60% occupation. That's good. Our beach club that you can see on this beautiful picture, 2 months ago it was completely empty, and now is full with a social distance, and with safe measures, but full of people enjoying Mediterranean life and safe. And this cooperation, and with this, I think I finish my speech. This cooperation is what we have been working always in FLY Valencia. No? This is our successful model of cooperation with airlines, cooperation with airports, with media, with the tourism industry, a lot of relationship marketing and networking, market research, to increase the air capacity, to increase the passenger demand, in order to satisfy the travelers and the consumers. And now, in the moment that we are living, this is a must. The resources for marketing to activate again this demand is very limited, because all the private companies are having a lack of incomes in the recent times, and all the public companies or tourist boards or whatever, like we in Visit Valencia, have had to spend a lot of money a lot of money helping for this situation, for this economical crisis, for this social crisis, to be sure that everybody will go on this situation. And this is a sentence from one of the people that did the survey. It was not a sentence from this person, it's a sentence from John Jay in the 1813. And this is hope for the best, plan for the worst. And this is what I think we still have to do, and we are working on. We are hoping for the best. We are planning for the worst. We are trying to activate this mood on. For example, next week we will launch our 22nd gastronomy restaurant week. It's called Cuina Oberta, which means open kitchen. 22nd, it means 11 years doing this restaurant week. And we are going to have joining this gastronomy festival in Valencia. To finish, I just want to invite you to activate this aviation mood on, this travel mood on, to be positive, and wherever you live, whenever you can travel, whenever you can fly again, Spain awaits you. Visit Valencia. We are here at your disposal.
Gracias. You can count on me going to Spain as soon as I'm back in Europe.
We can leave the screen.
Miguel, thank you a lot. Very interesting survey, and it seems that things are slow back to better levels in Spain, in Valencia. We hope all the best. I unfortunately need to close now because we are 4 minutes over time. It has been a pleasure having you on the board, and if people have questions, you will be on the bus to be contacted, right?
Of course, I will be to answer any questions. Thanks a lot and for the extra minutes.
That's okay. Gracias.
Hasta pronto.